Well, that was a vomit of a game. Miami Dolphins lose 31-6 to the Cleveland Browns to pick up their second win of the year. Tua Tagovailoa was absolutely garbage, although I could say that for most of the guys, but most of the guys didn't run their mouth after last game and have to deal with it all this week, where they have to go show up and put your money where your mouth is, and he definitely did not do that. I was thinking, as bad of a year it's been, I think Tua is having worse of a year than Mike McDaniel is having. That's hard to say. I think Mike McDaniel, at least he schemed up some games where he's looked like, oh, we're almost there. Tua has not been inspiring in the least bit way. And today, those 3 interceptions were bad. 305-567-0560. We're going to go to Donald in in Palm Beach. Donald, what's going on?
Well, I own a crisis. I'm a crisis mitigation consultant, and the Miami Dolphins organization and the fans are clearly victims of a DEI owner and management in the most meritocratic industry there is, which is the NFL. And you're all the common sense that I've been hearing from you and your callers is you need to bring in a management organization, pretty much a board of directors, and maybe you go to retired coaches like a Bill Belichick or a Jimmy Johnson and have a board of directors that they actually would look at drafting coaches, and they would have to sign off on every decision, because Chris Greer has obviously showed like how he's been able to keep a job for this long with this bad performance. I know this much, that Stephen Ross does not accept this level of performance from any of his employees or upper management in any of his organizations, any of his companies.
You're right about that. I mean, this is the thing. If you don't produce, you should be fired, but it gets a little trickier than that. I'm all for, Stephen Ross and this organization likes to think they're forward thinking. They hire Mike McDaniel, even though Mike McDaniel didn't interview for any other head coaching jobs. But we were like, we're going to get ahead of this. We're going to get a coach that is lovey-dovey, and he talks about feelings, and he dresses like he's going to South Beach, and we're going to be on the forefront of everything. Well, if you're on that much of the forefront, do something drastic too, like hire a management firm, hire a board of directors, hire some people that have been proven to know how to run teams, football teams in particular, proven to know how to run teams, and do that. Be forward thinking that way. Be forward thinking with the best of the best, not trying to be the smartest of the smartest and be like, I'm going to get ahead and try something new. Tough day. 305-567-0560. Pete, Old Town, Florida. Go ahead.
Hey, Dan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm down in the dumps.
Hey, man, I just want to touch on what the gentleman was just saying to you there. I was going to say that I 100% think that DEI is the issue. If you look back in the days of Wayne Huizenga and Joe Robbie, we didn't have DEI. We had everybody there based on merit, who earned to be there. And unfortunately, the NFL as a whole is going in this direction. Right. And I don't know if you see it, but I'm old school. I've been a Dolphins fan for 45 years. These players nowadays are nowhere near as tough as they used to be. No. It's night and day difference. I see it. I think they all worry about their social media accounts more than anything, and their little bling and da-da-da. But I think that DEI, man, I think they need to get rid of someone with better mental capacity to run the team, because a lot of us, it breaks our hearts watching us lose like this. I'm thinking right now, this is reminding me of Cam Cameron.
Oh, that hurts right there.
That's how bad it is, dude. This is bad.
It's bad. 31-6. You did not show up at all in any aspect of the game, really. Devon Achane didn't realize he was the only person that went out there to play football today, it seemed like. Because in every other aspect of the game, it was bad. Want to hear from you, whether it's good or bad. I don't know how much good it's going to be, but want to hear from 305-567-0560. Let's go to Llama in New Jersey. Llama, go ahead.
Great point about the 72 season. I never considered a deal with the devil.
Might have happened.
I definitely rule it out.
Feels like it right now.
Firing Greer and McDaniel isn't about getting better right now. It's about ceasing to get worse every single week. And I think like there's a degradation of everywhere we look on the roster. It's like they tried to lose this game twice because like strategically that's better than losing it once. And like, I'll give you a brand new argument for firing Greer, even though everybody wants him fired, whatever. But like the Cleveland Browns showed us today that first and second round picks can matter. They can contribute right away. And that's not considering, Gabriel, a game manager quarterback who, in the right system based on, a second round running back, that Schweichinger linebacker is the second round pick I'm talking about as well, that they can all make a difference right away. And you could just win with a better scheme. The team plays like, when it comes to McDaniel, the team plays like the players themselves, like there's zero consequences ever. Like nothing bad will ever happen to them. It's no big deal. And, lack of creativity, another screen to Achane on second and long. Like, did anybody not see that coming? No wonder it doesn't work. I actually legitimately like feel bad for Achane's like CLs and his joints and his brain, that he has to like absorb so much useless contact in order to like have a good game. His 5 catches.
These passes that Tua's throwing are dangerous. It got Jalen Waddle knocked out of the game because he threw a dangerous pass. Oh wait, was that Quinn Ewers that threw that terrible pass?
I was in between games on that point, but I think it was Ewers, unless they pulled him right after.
Well, I mean, Tua did it so much today. He put his receivers in terrible positions, in dangerous positions that, something's got to be done.
Where is McDaniel's development? Why has neither? So do you remember when it was a 4th and 1 run early? It was in the fourth quarter and the game was already at hand, but it was a 3rd and 1 run to 31, the rookie running back.
Ollie Gordon.
I had just gotten home because I stopped being at the bar to watch the game. And I saw, from my vantage point, it looked like that 3rd and 1 call, he definitely got the first down.
But
the ball was clearly over the line. Then McDaniels calls times out and goes for it on 4th down. But that timeout, that was a free challenge.
Yeah.
They couldn't penalize him a second timeout.
Try something, Mike. Yeah, Mike never tries things. Just, I don't want to bother the referees or anything like that. Rough day for our Miami Dolphins. Cleveland Browns put it on you. They were really just a better team. And let's not lose the fact that the Cleveland Browns actually do have a very good defense. But today was a day that you had to try to win, compete, and you did neither. And no one looked all that inspired, although I don't think the team has at the beginning of the game had splintered. Now, they may have splintered now. I don't know what's going on, but they looked like they were trying, and then they looked like they were getting their, what handed to them.